You already know what it is, man. This your boy E. Watts, and I'm back again with a new episode on the Watts Report. This episode right here is called Cut It Out, because that's what we need to do. We need to cut it out. But before I get into this episode, I gotta take a throwback, man. I gotta give my man his roses.
All they screaming is the Dons in the streets. G-Rock.
You already know what it is, man. Yo. Rest in peace to my motherfucking nigga G-Rock.
Step up in the club, baby, screaming G-Rock. Niggas calling from the fair joint, screaming G-Rock. All my niggas on them state tears, screaming G-Rock. The juveniles in the hole with dope, they screaming G-Rock. Step up in the club, baby, screaming G-Rock. Niggas calling from the fair joint, screaming G-Rock. All my niggas on them state tears, screaming G-Rock. The juveniles in the hole with dope, they screaming G-Rock. Yo, wake up in the morning in my scale and rhythm. I done seen more fingers
than the nail technician. Rest in peace to my nigga 2 Clocks, man. Rest in peace, G-Rock. I gotta come through, give you your flowers, because you deserve your flowers. First and foremost, you was one of the ones that made it cool to be a rapper from the streets. Baltimore wasn't looking at rappers from the streets as serious. They took them as for jokes, like, stop playing, yo try and rap. Like, it wasn't cool to be no rapper. And you, G-Rock, you made it cool. You was one of the ones, should I say, that made it cool to be a rapper in the streets, to pave the way for a lot of these guys right now, being as though it's rappers on every corner now. You made it, you helped pave that way. And a lot, rather some people don't know it or not, I'm here to let them know that you are. So I come through, give you your flowers, put them on, you're on your tombstone. Rest in peace, G-Rock. And I send my condolences to his loved ones. Because you already know, man, what I do in my show, I do this for the have-nots. I do this for the ones that was counted out. I do this for the ones in poverty. I do this for the ones that behind bars. I do this for the ones that's dead. I do this for the ones that don't have a voice. That's why I do this. Because, Baltimore, man, it's like we be scared to show love. We be scared to show love. And some of y'all gotta make it even worse to show love, because somebody giving y'all props or somebody saying you doing your thing or something like that. You quick to say somebody was on your nuts. You quick to say something, man, that nigga was on my dick. Yo, when I ran in there, like, so that type of stuff ain't cool. That type of stuff make it hard for people to show love, man. People don't want to be looked at like some type of groupie. But when I'm like in Atlanta, when I done seen stuff like that, I done seen people showing love, and it was cool to show love. We be thinking stuff be gangster, man, and we be going out thinking stuff gangsters getting killed. But like my man Jadakiss said about 20 years ago, probably a little longer, he said gangsters don't die, they get chubby and move to Miami. He said gangsters don't die, they get chubby and move to Miami. And that's some real shit. That's some real shit. A lot of people that's getting killed is like puppets. They thinking stuff is gangster stuff, but it's a part of the program, part of the failure, part of the downfall, because that's what the streets got to offer, man. Death or prison. Gangsters don't die, they get chubby and move to Miami. Gangsters is taking care of your family, man. That's gangster. Being able to go and, work a 9 to 5 and come home, and I'm gonna scratch that, because I ain't gonna lie, I don't really. And I know everybody can't be, a boss, because that comes with great responsibility, great duties, and everybody don't got the mental capacity to even fit that criteria to be a boss. But I do pump entrepreneurship. But gangster is that guy, that hardworking guy for his family, coming home providing. All that's gangster, man. Take your kids, move your mother and them out the hood. That's gangster. We got to change the narrative of what gangster is, man, because we be thinking, run down, shoot up a whole bunch of people and hit innocent people because you got, 30 shots and all that. You went out like a gangster or whatever, man. That ain't gangster, man. That's coward shit, that you couldn't even walk up on your man and shoot a little kid by mistake. I don't care. That's cowardly, And I'm here to just give you Wattism. What Wattism is the speech, the actions, and the thoughts that's here to elevate, motivate, and most importantly, educate from your boy, E. Watts. That's all wideism is. So I'm here to give you a new episode, and this one here is called Cut It Out, because that's what I think we need to do. We need to cut it out. Small, petty arguments, cut them out. Don't sweat the small stuff. The food we eating, a bunch of greasy foods and still eating pork and slop and stuff that our ancestors was forced to eat, we still choosing to eat. And they ate by force and we eating by choice. Chitlins and all this other stuff. Cut it out. I feel like life is worth more than what we presenting. But when I read Murder Inc., it's touching me, man. It's touching me because I'm starting to see Long Live Dad. It's touching me because I'm starting to see, oh no, not my son, or I'm empty now. You know, I'm empty without you. Stuff like that, man. So it's starting to touch me that we don't realize when we kill one another or when we kill somebody, we not only kill them, we kill a whole legacy, the whole community. They kill everything. The kids, everything dies. Because a part of them, the person you killing is a part of the person that's suffering. So I just want to say, man, we need to cut it out. A lot of times we getting into a lot of senseless ass shit. And I know a lot of it play a part because we was raised in single family homes. Rather you believe it or not, we be having some bitch ass ways. We be reacting like on some female shit. You know what I'm saying? I done seen it where a nigga got real bent out of shape inside of the club because somebody made a mistake and bumped them and he had a drink in their hand and the drink got on them or got on their shoes or somebody made a mistake and stepped on their shoes. Nigga got bent out of shape. Yo, I know this bitch ass nigga. I know he seen me. This, and that. Hey, yo, for one, you shouldn't even be having a temper tantrum like that anyway. Two, yo, wipe it off. Slim probably made no harm. He a little tipsy too. You know, we in a crowded club. Wipe it off or keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? So I'm on that type of stuff, man. I'm on tighten up. I want to show you that we got bitch ass ways, shit that you ain't even know. You ain't even paying attention to. You reacting off emotion too much. Men, we are problem solvers, man. And I ain't trying to, differentiate between men and women and stuff, but I know that we not supposed to react off emotion like that. We supposed to be thinkers. We be acting out in a way that it be feminine. Tighten up, young nigga. That's all I gotta say. Because I don't know what it's like. I know what it's like because I used to be insecure. Whereas though I wasn't no bitch. And I wanted to prove to the world I wasn't no bitch. That is insecure. Because the man I am now, I grew up to be, whereas though I know I ain't no bitch. So I don't got to prove nothing. It could have been a situation where as though back in the day, it could have been me and a group of people, a little group, and it could have been a dude lashed out. Man, these bitch ass niggas better stop playing with me. I'm telling you, I'll kill one of these niggas. So me, before, I probably would, yo, who you talking to, yo? Like, be more specific, yo. Who a bitch, yo? The man I grew up to be now, because I understand that even drew conflict. He probably 9 times out of 10 he wasn't talking about me anyway. But I drew him to make him had to defend himself. Man, I'm talking to any of you bitch ass niggas. So now something gotta go. Something gotta transpire. But who I am now, I can laugh. I know yo ain't talking about me because I know I ain't no bitch. And yo ain't thorough enough to be specific about who is it that he even talking to. So it's funny to me now, I don't got nothing to prove. That'd be the thing. That's why I say we got to cut it out. We got to cut out trying to prove stuff. We trying to prove for acceptance, especially proving shit to people that it don't even really matter. I could care less about what they think about me because I'm going to be me. And what you see is what you get. This is me. So all that trying to prove and impress and all that, nah, cut it out. All that overstunting for the gram, cut it out. Because that done got people killed. It made people jealous. The more you flaunt, the more you nanny boo boo. You teasing. You showing out. You showing off. And you may work hard for it. And you may feel as though, man, I work hard for mine, man. I got the right to show off what I'm doing. And you really do got the right. But you can't do that, man. You just basically teasing everybody that you doing better than them. You asking for the wolves to come out. So cut it out. Our nutrition, we eating the same shit. Fried this and fried that. The obesity rate already super high in the United States. It's things that we have the same thing. I might have the same Fruit Loops right now. The people might have that same Fruit Loops over in the UK, and they got different ingredients in it. The government like to make money off us, and they like population control at the same exact time. The pharmaceutical companies, the pharmaceutical industry, period, is a big, big $1 billion, trillion-dollar industry. So a lot of stuff we got cut out. Watch the way you eat. Watch the way you think. There's a lot of stuff, man. So that's why I named this Cut It Out. Just food for thought. Just something to put on your mind. Something you could say, oh, all right, yeah, I need to tighten up. It's a lot of things, man, we be doing and we don't even realize it because we be having, it's a lot of mental health issues right now in Baltimore City. It's a lot of mental health issues and we don't even really know it. We don't even really know we suffer from certain things and certain traumas, and we got certain fears, and we got certain anxieties and mistrust. And of course, the corruption with the police system don't help none because we got zero trust in the police, so they supposed to protect and serve. We ain't getting protected in our homes. It's a lot of still molestations and all type of stuff. So it's a lot of stuff goes on, man, in our community that don't really get spoken about. But me, as I told you before, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to speak whatever. I'm going to keep it 1,000 of the type of stuff that goes on because I believe we could do better. And it might not happen overnight, of course. It might not happen in the next 5 years. It might not happen in the next 10. But I believe we can make a change collectively. I can't make a change by myself. I can't. But collectively, we can make a change. We lost a sense of neighborhood and community. It went to being the neighborhood to being the hood to just being around the way or down the way. Because when you tell somebody you about to go around the way or down the way, you already disassociating yourself from you even living there for real. Anybody here talk like that, I know they don't live right there. They just go right there to fuck it up. You know what I'm saying? Or, tear it down, should I say. Because a lot of times that's what goes on when somebody going down the way. Like, yeah, I'm about to go down the way. Of course, you want to be back around people that you grew up with and stuff like that. But that's another thing. Cut it out. Cut people out that don't add to your life. There's no benefit of you even being around. You can love from a distance, but it's no benefit of even being around them if you don't gain nothing from it. Like, far as knowledge, you don't gain. Like, what's your purpose? What's your point? You can catch an indictment just by being around. Guilty by association. It's people on Murder, Inc. that done got killed just because of they was around certain people. It's real. It's real in the field. It always have been, and it always will be. But I think right now is at its all-time high of being real in the field, because nobody no longer shoot arms and legs. You know what I'm saying? Dudes know how to kill now. And the ones that don't even know how to kill, they got 30 shots. They got 30 attempts to try. They got something hanging out, out the clip. 30 shots in that joint. That's why it's a lot of people killing, kids and all that type of stuff, because they got too much ammunition, more ammunition than they even need. All that ammunition make them do is react cowardly, and they don't even walk up on somebody, just be shooting from a distance. And then they shoot people that wasn't even involved. It's a lot of stuff that go on, man, that's like, it's mind-boggling, man. Like I said, it hurt to see them comments in Murder, Inc. It hurt to see every day it's a new brother or starting to be sister up on Murder, Inc. And I done been, locked up with grieving fathers. It's fathers that grieve harder than the mothers may even think that they grieving because they ain't out here. But the father felt like he failed. He failed his whole family. He failed. His kid was left out here alone for them to fend and learn about street life, and they failed and they got killed. Because especially if they try to live up to them, they try to live up to their father image and got killed. You don't even know how that feel, man. Like, Of course, I only can imagine because I don't know how I feel, but I done been around a lot of fathers that was going through grief sessions. They was going through it, man. And that's tough. And a lot of people, y'all won't really respect it until it hit close to home, until your mother grieving about your brother. And some of y'all even been through that, but y'all still choose to put somebody else, people's through that. It'd be sad, man, because I be seeing a lot of these other little kids that fathers already done got killed. I already know, man, they gonna be kind of lost already. They already kind of like, I don't want to use like I'm counting them out, but it's gonna be tougher for them because they grown up in an environment where it's gonna be a single mother, or she might get with a man that might take on the kid as if he's hands or she's hands, but it ain't nothing like same like that mother, that fatherly, that that love that that they gonna have for their father or the bond. It's nothing like that. And a single woman, and I commend all women because they are strong. And us as men, we don't even really realize how strong they are to even endure everything on their own when we go to prison or when we get gunned down in these streets. It's devastating. But a woman can't teach a young man how to be a man. It's impossible. They can give them some good qualities, and they can even show them how a man should be treating a woman. But they can't show a young man how to be a man. Can't. So what they do is they're going to go out into the world and they're going to look for validation, and they're going to seek out how a man should be and everything. Because I just know, even down to me, like, I didn't even know how to treat a woman. I just thought if you just provide or you just give a couple of dollars and you here and there, or you just do little stuff, you pay all the bills or whatever, you could run the street, whatever, long as you kicking out, then you been a man. But it's way more deeper than that. I'm talking about it's way more deeper than that, man. I'm talking about going to doctor appointments. There's just so much stuff that it entails of being there, like there mentally, there emotionally. The physical really, it matters, but mentally and emotionally, you gotta be there all three ways, not just physical. And us as men, we really don't know that because, like I said, I really had to learn how to even treat a woman. I learned from rap music, I learned from movies, and I learned from the streets. And being as though I learned them ways, I learned bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. I don't need y'all bitches need me. That type of stuff. Bros over hoes. I couldn't hold no hands in the mall and all that. I feel like it's weak to me. Like I feel like a sucker. Like it wasn't slick to like be all lovey-dovey. I had to grow to understand or grow to learn, like, man, that's what's dope. It's dope to be able to, treat your woman like a woman. You know what I'm saying? That's slick. That's what it is, slick. A lot of things that we was taught that was right is really wrong. And a lot of things that we was taught was wrong is really right. The streets feed us a lot. The streets rob us, man. The streets rob us from everything. Everything, man. The streets is a dead end. It's a trap. As the music say, it's a trap. And I ain't here to be on no lecture stuff. I ain't no preacher. I ain't no teacher. I'm just a reacher. I like to reach and touch, and touch lives and touch brains and help mindset, because I understand mindset. Mindset got to change. Everybody talking about they chasing the bag. Yo, I want to get some money. Yo, I'm telling you, all I'm do every day I wake up, I grind hard or I chase the bag. The bag gonna run from you because you don't got no purpose. You can't do nothing without a purpose and expect for everything to go good. So today I want to ask yourself, what is your purpose? And it could take a long time to really, really seek out and understand what your purpose is. So that's just something to ponder on. I ain't going to talk your head off. In this episode, it's called Cut It Out, because that's how I feel. We need to cut it out. Relationships that's toxic, cut it out. Cut them people out too. Don't be afraid to be alone until you find that right person. Cut it out. Line, the fit in, the kick it, cut it out. It's 2021. You're doing the same thing you was doing 10 years, 15, 20 years ago. If it ain't worked then, It ain't gonna work now. Matter of fact, if it worked then, that don't even mean it'll work now. It's a new day and time. Cut it out. This kind of off subject. I need my guys from North and Long, the whole area. I need them to invent something to help us with black empowerment, because they invented dummy. Whether y'all know it or not, the word dummy, it comes from, the whole Longwood, North and Longwood, the whole area. That's their word. And I see how when I came home from prison, it was spread it like wildfire. Everybody, dummy, what it is, dummy, dumb, and, stuff like that. And there's nothing wrong with, of course, language, changes, different slangs and all that. I'm just saying them guys was good enough to innovate, to make people, the whole city catch fire like that. I just want them to help innovate something that can give back to the community. Maybe if they come up with something and say, man, this whole year we ain't doing nothing but giving back to the black community, maybe that'll help out. So I need help out from my guys over that way, innovate something like that for us, for the culture, and we be good. And for some of y'all that don't know it, yes, them guys, they created the word dummy. Don't forget to like, comment, and most definitely subscribe. And that concludes this episode of the Watts Report. And I'll see y'all next week. Thanks for tuning in.